Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We're also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebar2go.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we discuss the Bourbon Artisan Festival being held at the ABV Barrel Shop this weekend. My name is McNew. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Kathy Cool, Jeff Andreezy, and Jim Gokin.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Hey, guys.
Hello.
Hey, everyone.
Hello. So, did you notice I said Swiat on the set to get everybody to quiet down and McNew kicked her desk?
Yeah, I
Ridiculous.
did.
That's disrespectful is what that is. It's just rude. Okay. All right. Well, that's how we're starting out. So we're going to be talking about the Bourbon Artisan Festival happening on Saturday. Big day at the ABV Barrel Shop. Should be fun. We'll get into the details of that after the break. For right now, Jeff said there's something he want to talk about. What is that, sir?
So it's getting to that time of year where it's dark early.
I don't like
weather's
that.
not so positive.
I don't like that either.
We're probably, if you're like me at all, we're maybe looking for something to watch. So what are you watching right now, and what are you looking forward to watching this fall and winter?
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yellowstone's coming out.
Yellowstone.
Is it really? I feel like
That's
I've
still
been waiting
going
for that forever.
Yeah.
They're
It's been
wrapping it up,
almost
I
a
think.
year, I think.
Oh.
The 10th.
Wow.
Interesting.
looking
The
forward
10th
to
they
that.
start.
Interesting, as they say. Yeah, I'm watching just the usuals: Hell's Kitchen, Survivor. By the way, they have on Survivor this year. I don't even know where they're at. I don't pay that kind of attention to it. As a matter of fact, I don't.
They have
even
their own
watch it.
island.
They just have their own island.
Yeah.
It's not, and that's where they do it every year now. It's just like a set.
Yeah.
They don't go to different places. I have no
No.
idea. I don't really watch the show. I'm just the wife watches. I'm there, of course. But I did notice one of the tribes' name is Beka, Beka. One K, no C's.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, the
It's
Beka
catching
tribe.
on.
The Beka tribe. Yes. Darren would not be in that tribe. He would be.
No.
Yes.
No.
Rejected quickly.
I keep a list of shows that people have, suggested. And I told the wife, you got to start putting down the name of who it is that suggests it, because some of these shows suck.
Okay.
And I just want to wipe anything that they suggest off
What
of
would
the
be?
list.
What would be an example? Because I've got some of those. They don't even sound good to me, but everybody says I should watch it. Watch Letterkenny. You got to watch Letterkenny. They almost make me not want to watch it. I don't know. See, Jeff, I can't. I don't know if I can.
My son recommends Parks and Recreation, and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and those are just god
Those are
awful.
bad. Those
They're
are stinkers.
Parks and
horrible.
so good. I can't get on
Oh,
board.
that's terrible.
I love
horrible.
Parks.
I could write that. If they want to go on for 10 more seasons, contact me. I'll bang out. I'll do that in a weekend. I'll get 10 more years worth of shows for them.
It's not a smart show. It's supposed to be stupid.
No, I like smart shows. I'm sorry.
Sometimes my brain just doesn't work, and I want to watch something stupid. And it's
Well, that's
great.
where you can watch Hell's Kitchen. Just Gordon Ramsay screaming at people. That's a no-brainer.
Yeah, I don't want somebody screaming in my house on my TV. I don't want to watch that.
You got enough screaming going on at your own house. Why you want it on your TV too?
Let me tell you.
true. My wife does yell at me a lot, so why would I want to watch it on my TV?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm in the middle of Mayor of Kingstown right now, which is
That sounds
Okay.
horrible. That sounds terrible.
Oh, it's pretty
I
good.
got
Mayor of
through
Kingstown.
half the season of
Yeah,
it.
Kingstown is a town. I think it's a fictitious town, obviously,
Sure,
in Michigan. But Jeremy Renner, who was he was in like one or two of the Bourne movies,
Oh, boy.
and I think he was Arrow,
Great.
maybe.
Arrow.
He is the mayor of Kingstown, but mayor is a fictitious office. He's like a liaison between the prison. Like, it's a huge prison town. They have like 5 prisons in this town. And so he's a liaison between the prisons and
yes.
the
Steve is just
district attorney court and all that
can't
kind
get
of
enough
stuff.
of this.
Sounds exciting, yeah. Are there sleep pods involved in it? In the evening, they have to be in sleep pods?
No, they're in the yard all the time. Always killing somebody.
I always say it's a bad
man.
sign. When
Shit.
sleep pods are involved, it's a bad sign. I don't even know what sleep pods are, but that's an ongoing joke I have. So that one was just for me. And by the way, it was hilarious. So,
It's a good one.
yeah. I cracked myself up. Kathy, what would you watch? I can't imagine what Kathy would watch. I shudder to even think.
Right?
Housewives.
I doubt there's any overlap between what
God.
Kathy likes and I
No.
like. No.
So I am watching the Great British Baking Show. The new
I
season
watched
is on
that
Netflix.
I do watch that one.
The Diplomat is coming out with a second season with
God,
Kerry
no.
Russell.
Sounds
I'm
terrible.
watching The Old Man with John
Well,
Lithgow.
you get to watch that every Friday with me.
We're here.
Yeah, right? John Lithgow and Jeff Bridges, and then
I
Lioness.
like Jeff Bridges.
He's still. They're both still alive.
Is Lioness good?
No,
Yeah.
No.
Because I'm seeing advertisements for that because Mayor Kingstown is on Paramount, and so like that's the other thing I was going to say is like it's a Taylor Sheridan show, which is like Yellowstone, and like half of the shows that are advertised on there are Taylor Sheridan shows. Yeah, the guy's got how many damn ideas does this guy have?
Who's in Lioness?
Oh, what's her name?
Is that the one with Nicole Kidman?
Saldana?
Zoe Saldana and Nicole Kidman.
Okay.
Yes. Go on.
Yeah, I've seen ads. That one looks good.
Sure. That'll be good.
And I recently finished rewatching every episode of ER.
Oh God.
Oh, wow. That's some dedication. That was on for a very long time.
Yeah.
15 seasons, 22 episodes each.
You'll know I did the same thing if I ever gouged my eyes out with a spoon. And he's like, oh, he gouged his eyes out with a spoon. Oh, was he watching ER? Yes, he was. Yeah. No, sounds terrible. McNeil, how about you?
Much like Jim, I also keep a list, but my list is not who suggested it. Mine is because I'll see an advertisement and then I'll write down what it is, the date it comes out, and what like streaming service or channel it's on.
Okay.
And I have a whole list of horror stuff that I didn't get to watch in October because I was busy. So I'm going to try to catch up on those. But also on the 21st of this month, there's a Cruel Intentions. I think it's a series coming out on Prime. And I loved that movie, the one with Ryan Phillippe. And
The original, yeah.
Yeah, the original was so
Reese
good.
Witherspoon.
Yeah, it was so
Oh,
good.
my God.
And now they're doing it as a series on Prime, and I cannot wait to watch it. Very
What
excited.
the hell?
What, you didn't like Cruel Intentions?
My goodness. What's wrong with you people? All right. Jeff, you asked the question. Oh,
Well, I was just trying to capture some ideas. I don't know how I did on that, but so Yellowstone, obviously,
Sure.
and another one of those very smart shows, Cobra Kai. I'm kidding.
Oh,
I am going to watch it. That comes out in November to wrap it up. And
That's
I just
exciting.
started tonight, The Penguin.
Ooh, the pink one was good. I watched parts of that. I
Okay,
liked
no spoilers. I
No
just watched the first episode, so
it.
Okay.
It was very well done. It was good.
Who is the penguin this time in this one?
it's Colin Farrell, but it
Colin
certainly
Farrell,
doesn't look
but-
like Colin
It does
Farrell.
not.
Oh yeah,
Colin
yeah.
Farrell. Okay.
He looks
That-
like Colin
that's-
Farrell.
That one I
had
might
my
be
diet.
interested in. Okay.
Did you watch the other penguin one that was it wasn't Penguin, it was Gotham.
Gotham, yeah.
I have
Gotham.
not.
What happened with Gotham
That
was
was
going to
really
happen
good.
with the Penguin too. It starts out great, and then they pigeonhole
Jump the
themselves,
shark.
and it gets
Yeah.
it goes bad. I'm sure Penguin. There's a lot of production value in that. I bet you is good. One I'd be interested in, but I bet you they can't sustain it. They never can with those kind of type of shows.
But I will go back this winter now and rewatch Sopranos. I've only watched it once.
Okay.
So
That's a good call.
I will start that one again, and I won't have to binge, but
Right.
looking forward to that.
Yeah, so I actually have an offshoot question for you guys. When you
Sure.
come out, are you okay with them releasing weekly episodes, or does it piss you off and you gotta wait? I'm like, I want 5 in a row. I don't want to get off the couch tonight. So I missed the pandemic when I would get a whole season dropped on me on one day, and that was great. And now they make us wait like we're peasants from the 90s, and I hate it. I need them all at one time.
Well, can you wait?
That's why I'm watching old stuff.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
I just need to wait till the end of the season.
Yeah, that's what's going on with Tulsa King right now, and that's
Just let it
another
go.
Taylor. That's another Taylor Sheridan.
Taylor Swift is really good at these shows, I'll tell you. So good.
They take some indie tonight. I'm very sad. I'm not there.
Oh God. Yeah.
You chose to be here instead, Steve.
Oh,
Yeah.
because
That's
be
dedication.
not a mortgage payment for a ticket.
Okay. Taylor Swift. Interesting. We have a whiskey in the shop right now that was sent as a media sample that I guess has a tie to Taylor Swift. It's made by the company that discovered her or something. That's a big machine or something. I don't know.
Big Machine.
What?
Yeah. They have their own whiskey
It was
brand.
originally signed with Big Machine, which was Toby
Right.
Keith's label in Nashville. But yeah, they have a vodka now, and I think they've ventured into whiskey.
Yeah, they got a whiskey because it's sitting on my desk at the office. So yeah.
But now I'm mad because she's not even associated with them anymore, so they shouldn't be using. Fuck them.
Like, I'm mad about this. Yeah.
I am.
They're not, as far as I know, they're not cashing in on it. This is customers that came in. This is what's so wrong with people that are so into Taylor Swift, which I don't even understand. This is a phenomenon I don't want to be a part of. I have no idea about. This is sitting on there. I don't know anything about the Taylor Swift connection. I don't really know that much about Taylor Swift. And several people mentioned, oh my God, that's the Taylor Swift whiskey. That's the,
No, there's not a Taylor Swift whiskey.
Well, there kind of is. I mean, that is related. Again, they're not saying that. These are people saying that know that connection because they know enough about Taylor Swift to know that connection of that whiskey, which it doesn't say Big Machine on it on the front. It's some distillery name or something, whatever it is. It doesn't say Big Machine on it. They know enough to know all of that, to back into all of that. That to me is scary. And this was not even kids.
That doesn't sound like strong marketing.
Yeah, no, that's bad.
It doesn't sound like somebody who would be coming to the shop, though.
No.
Oh.
This is so bad because they could be like, Scooter Braun made a whiskey. It's the Taylor Swift whiskey. That is some bullshit. Like, we can start drinking now because I'm just going to go down a rabbit hole and take you all with me.
No, I want to hear this. This is maybe the most interesting thing McNew ever said. So what is this?
No, she's not associated with Big Machine, so they shouldn't say it's a Taylor Swift whiskey. If she wanted to,
I just said it 10 times. They have not. They literally said nothing about Taylor Swift. They happen to own a company that was once affiliated with Taylor Swift. They're not saying that, hey, this is Taylor Swift. They're not saying anything about it. It's people that know that story. That's what angers me about it. They're not saying anything about Taylor Swift. They can't. What should they do? Change their name and be like, we're not Big Machine. We're
that's a dumb name anyway, because that just says we're going to sign you, and now you're just a wheel cog in our machine. Like, that makes you feel great as an artist. It's a dumb record label.
It's in the name.
She's very adamant about this.
Steve, I have a prediction about that bottle.
Yes, go on.
It ends up next to the Belfour.
I'm sure. They're all excited about it. They want to come on they sent me their big plans, so they've orchestrated Taylor Swift's career. Now they think they can orchestrate mine. They were telling me, we want to come on the Bourbon Show, and we want to do this and that, and we want to be and I was like, I've never even heard of you guys. I don't even know if your whiskey's any good. Send me a bottle. And I'll taste it, and if it's not good, I'll just never talk again. If it is, I'll give you a call back, and then we'll see.
Who sent you the whiskey then? Big Machine?
Machine. Or Taylor Swift actually did. It was Taylor Swift.
Taylor did. Well, she had Travis Kelce do it for her.
Yeah.
Video work for her. He sent in all the packages.
Never at any time was Taylor Swift mentioned. I had no idea she had any connection to this whatsoever. I had no idea. I thought it was just a distillery.
So then how did you come up with telling us that somehow they were connected to Taylor Swift?
God, why do I even say that?
I know exactly how it happened,
story
Steve.
4 times.
Steve,
I've
should I
told
tell
the
him?
fucking story 4 times, and no one knows what the hell I just said. I don't even.
I'll retell it.
So
it was sitting there on the desk or on the bar, and some people walked in and they saw it right away, and they told Steve the story unsolicited.
Right. That's
I think
Taylor
that's what I
Swift's.
heard.
Yeah, there's like they're affiliated with Taylor Swift. I was like, I don't know. One was a guy like my age. He's like, oh, my kids are big into the Taylor Swift. Oh, okay, sure. I'm
So
sure.
he
that-
should
That's the way Tim Swyatt puts it as well. Well, you know,
Oh,
I've got
yeah.
a daughter
Yeah.
that's into Taylor Swift.
Yes. Suddenly he's parent of the year when it comes to Taylor Swift. He takes her to the concerts and stuff like that. But yeah. I don't understand Taylor Swift. She seems like a nice lady. I'll say she seems like a nice lady. That's all.
She seems to treat her people nicely.
Yeah,
I think
so
that's fair.
there can be something said for that. So I can't dislike her, but I dislike the fanaticism around her because I don't think she's talented. That's the only issue I have with her. She has completely lack of talent, but other than that, she's probably a very nice lady.
If you like read her lyrics and didn't know who wrote them, like you'd be like, oh my God, I'm actually going to send you a cover band. There's a metal cover band that covers Taylor songs. And like her lyrics are so good. I'm going to send it to you. I'll send it later.
Her lyrics are so good.
Her lyrics are so good.
She's a poet, yes.
She is. Her last album was a poetry album.
There should be a Rolling Stones cover band that does Taylor Swift, and then Steve
Oh,
might
then
list.
he'll be into it. Then he's hooked. He's going to be. This is the best lyricism I've ever heard.
Oh, Mick New tried that one time with country
I did.
music. She's like, here's country guys singing Rolling Stone fans. And you know what it sounded like? They fucked up Rolling Stone songs is what it sounded like. It's like, oh my God, they ruined it. Well, they took my
I've got-
Rolling Stones and they ruined
You would
it.
be disappointed to know how often I still listen to that album on a regular basis.
I got turned on to an album that is Tom Petty, all done by country artists, and it's really good.
Oh, I'm sure.
Do you like country music?
Yeah,
That's
Oh,
the
yeah,
problem
that's-
that Steve had.
I
That's the
didn't.
problem. Yeah.
I would say I didn't 10 years ago. Maybe 5 years ago I didn't.
Sure.
I'm an 80s, 70s and 80s rock, Southern
At this
rock.
point, you're just giving up and you're like, I like country now. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It speaks to his heart.
Speaks to his heart. Yes. It's all these shitty artists that can't, you're trying to do your part by giving them a break by listening to their stuff. I get it. So go listen to your Jelly Roll, and it's very exciting.
Oh, God.
What an amazing artist. What an amazing artist. Couldn't make it in rap. Yeah, couldn't make it in that. So he just goes into the country then. On that note, guess what, gang? It's time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start with Jeff. Jeff, what do you got there?
Well, I have a bottle of Hidden Barn cherry picker batch.
Oh, nice.
Oh, she's squeaky.
Talked over it. He squeaked his way through it. It was
a good pop, but the
pop was good,
the
but
preamble was
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
and the talking. He was talking when it popped too. So it's unfortunate. That's the lead, though. It is the lead. It could be enough too. If these are all bad cork pops, we'll see. We'll let Jim go next.
I got a bottle of Yellowstone, Jim Fosnot Total Wine Pick.
Okay.
Well loved.
Nothing there.
Nothing.
See, Jeff still got the lead. Kathy's next.
I'm gonna just make it easy for y'all and take it right here with this bottle of Neely Sweet Thumped Rye General Custard.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I have that one.
Okay. It was good. For
Little
being so
bit.
confident, you kind of screwed it up there, hitting the desk. But definitely was cleaner than Jeff. So you've got the lead. McNews next.
I found this bottle, 375 of Buzzard's Roost the other day.
Oh, I do like those.
So cute.
No, nothing there. No life.
It is.
I found this on my floor. I don't even know where this is from. Boulder Spirits. I don't remember when I got this. I have no idea.
Colorado.
Sounds like
Yeah,
it's
Colorado.
thank you. Thank you. This will be Jim's last time on the show, so please enjoy him while you can, folks. Here we go. Swine on set. Oh, that was Spacey. I don't know. Jeff, who won that? I'm going to say it's close
Oh
enough.
gosh!
Go to a judge.
All I got there, what sounded like your cork broke.
And there was some sloshing.
There was some sloshing. It's still not a judgment right there. That's descriptions, okay? So
Yeah,
I-
Here's the
No,
call.
well, KK's got this one.
Oh, okay. That was
Thank
close,
you.
KK. You almost lost it there on a technicality. Cheers to KK.
Cheers, gang.
Technicality.
Yeah. Little known rule. I almost prevailed there. All right. There goes McNeil. All right. We'll take a quick break. And then when we come back, we're going to be talking about the Bourbon Artisan Festival being held at the ABV Barrel Shop. We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of executive bourbon steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your executive bourbon steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your executive bourbon steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com. And now, back to the show.
We are going to start over.
Is that how the show starts out?
No!
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we are talking about the Bourbon Artisan Festival being hosted at the ABV Barrel Shop this weekend.
Yes, we are. So we've got the space next door to us, Speakeasy Decor. We refer to it as the Speakeasy. And there's going to be an event there. It's going to feature, I think it's 14 different bourbon artisans that make either crafts or food with bourbon. Food being it's as an ingredient. And crafts being things that are inspired by bourbon, things that utilize, things that are part of the bourbon making process, where we're talking about barrels, or, we got somebody doing lights with glass and stuff like that. We have hams that are aged in a rick house, that type of thing. So it's going to be, I think it's going to be pretty fun. It's going to be, should be a cool thing. And, I can read to you everybody that's involved. So you got the guy with the hams. You've got Old Man Bay Signs. He makes some great signs. Yeah. You've got Bits and Bites, which is like cupcakes and cookies made with bourbon. You've got a guy who makes lights with bourbon. You've got two things that are make things with bourbon base that are for cocktails, like syrups and things like that. So you got River City and Southside Alchemy. You've got Via Honeybees, who has that famous bourbon honey that apparently is pretty good. Across the board games, which again, it's not bourbon necessarily related, but it is horse racing related games that are made in St. Louis, which is kind of a cool thing. And of course, horse racing does have deep ties and connections to the world of bourbon. The Kentucky Derby is one of their games, and of course that does. Waterfall Glen is a soap company that utilizes Old Monroe, or as we used to call it, Stumpy's, as one of their things to give it a bourbon scent. Blue Springs Homestead makes a bunch of different baked goods with bourbon. Then you've got a new coffee company that roasts coffee and then ages it in bourbon barrels. Yep. Mole Creative, which is a guy who does things with bourbon barrels, and then Bellmead Toffee, which is a toffee made with bourbon, and then last but not least, Van Hosen cheesecakes. So actually, cheesecakes made with bourbon from our shop. So they use Boxing Bear and some other things to make cheesecakes. So yeah.
Are they going to have samples?
Yeah, samples all the stuff. You get the people who make it, and they're selling their stuff there too. So yes. Go ahead, Nick.
Do they ship the cheesecakes?
I'm not sure. I've never asked them that because, maybe they do. I don't know. I'd have to ask that question.
Or if I had you buy me one that weekend and stick it in the fridge, I could get it the next weekend.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, we can do that. I'm sure. So those guys will be at my place on. Next week I'll talk to them. So we're doing an event, the Cheesecake guys. We're doing an event. It's a baked goods, like holiday themed baked goods and whiskey pairing. And we're going to have 5 different offerings. So 2 are made by the Cheesecake guys. So 2 will be cheesecakes made with whiskey or actually ones that they think complement whiskey. I don't think it's necessarily ours that have the whiskey. So we got 2 of those. Wayne Van Sluis makes some really good pies. He's going to make one. The Warden, she makes one that is in Indiana, the Hoosier Cream. So she makes that.
We're known for those apparently.
Yes. So that's one that'll be served there. And then I'm going to buy one at a store, and hopefully the store one just gets its ass kicked. Because we have 2 at-home bakers in Wayne and Amy, and then you've got the store brand, and then you got the professional bakers in the Van Hosen.
Are you going to get the store brand from the freezer section or from the bakery?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because that could make a difference. I hope the frozen one loses, but sometimes like those in-store baked things aren't terrible.
They got some old ladies in there that are just looking for something to do that they know how to bake.
Somebody's grandma and they're making good stuff.
Go find an Entenmann's and see what it does.
Entenmann's. Find the Entenmann's.
I mean, like if you picked up a Sara Lee or something and it's like only half defrosted, that's going to be shit, of course. But like,
I'll tell you what, the Van Hosen guy, his stuff is.
Yeah, you were there.
Yeah.
That's what. There's some people skeptical because we got an event we're doing.
Maybe be skeptical about cheesecake.
Oh, they're like, I don't know. Why would you order that?
That's one of those things. A lot of people are like, I don't like cheesecake. I don't like it.
Or people get weird with cheesecake and they're like, well, I have to have a strawberry topping or a blueberry topping. I'm like, shut the fuck up and eat the cheesecake. It's perfect the way it is.
This guy makes some good cheesecake, man.
Yeah, his cheesecake is the creamiest cheesecake. It doesn't have that cheesecake texture. So if that's what turns you off about cheesecake, you're all in on this one. Yeah. And his crusts. Oof. Yeah. So good.
Yeah, he does a good job. So yeah.
I'm not going to be there, damn it.
You're not coming to that one? You are going to be there? Okay.
No, I'm going to be at my kid's house.
Okay. You're coming to the Bourbon Artisan Festival on Saturday.
I am.
No, I was talking to Jim. I knew you were coming.
That's why. Sorry. That's what I thought we were saying. I'm out of town this weekend.
That's rude. That is rude.
I know.
Jeff, you coming down for that?
Boy, I was just about ready to jump in my truck, and I remembered I had to podcast.
Oh man. Man. So that should be good. We're also releasing the apple brandy from Demetrius that weekend. So ticket holders of the event can purchase a bottle of Demetrius's apple brandy at the event, which is cool. So pretty nice incentive to go.
Steve, do you have the door open between the barrel shop and the speakeasy yet? Is that?
No, there won't be a door there. That's off the table. Yeah.
Okay.
That thing has evolved again, much like really the whole business has evolved as we've learned things. I mean, in reality, that wasn't a good business idea that we had. It's too grandiose, too thinking things are going to go exactly how you think they're going to go. In reality, you need to work how things really work, and how we have it now is perfect. It's for events. It's a private club where people can go in there and have a membership, and we also do events for those private club members, and then we utilize it for big events like this Bourbon Artisan Festival. But having the door there, that would be a literal nightmare. I bet you I'd have to open that door 20 times a day.
Yeah. Or
People would still be like, "Can I just see in there?"
Oh, sure. Yeah.
I'm not a member, but could I see in there? Would you mind? Could I check it out?
Or you're gonna have people be like, "Well, I'm here. Let me bring my friend," and their friend's not a member. Like, then you're not members only. Like, you can't do that. You need a bouncer if you're gonna have that.
Plus, it would take out 4 rows of, we stock things along the wall, of course, on the floor,
Yep.
and that would take out 4 rows, and that's a lot of revenue if you think about what that would take out. So that would be not good.
For a shop that uses every inch, square inch,
exactly.
Would.
Exactly.
I mean, even though it is such a hardship to go out the door and walk 4 steps and go in the door,
right.
And what if
I
they
understand why you're doing it.
feel better about it? You get to walk a red carpet into your private club.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you need to do, Steve. Get Aramark to put the red carpets out there.
Put the red carpet between the two.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, the mats.
The
rubber
mats.
the mats that are rubber backed and
Yeah.
that way,
Those
you're
are
not slipping
quite
or anything.
high.
Freshly laundered. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
red rubber mats.
The red rubber mats. Oh man.
So, Steve,
Styling it up.
Oh yeah.
I know you haven't done it yet, but is this something that you're looking at possibly annually?
Yes, I'm hoping so. I mean, on paper, it looks fantastic. I mean, you're talking about people that are really passionate about what they do, things that are different. I think that, there are people that they do big festivals and stuff like that, and sometimes you're talking about thousands of people that might be at the festival. But in reality, how many of them do they talk to at those festivals? How many are actually people that are buying? How many people are there just to sample things or just walk around and do other things there? Ours are very targeted. I feel like everybody that's walking in the door is going to talk to each of the festival people and potentially could buy what they're selling. Every person. So we're only going to have about 115 people go through because we do it in 4 different. We don't just open the doors and say go in anytime you want, because the problem is we can only have about 30 guests in at a time, and
Sure.
so we break it up into 4 hour-and-a-half segments. That where you get a ticket, there's an hour-and-a-half window where you can go in anytime during that hour and a half, or you can spend the whole hour and a half in there if you want. But yes, so the idea is that you're actually having conversations with these people. It may only be 115 people, but it's a very targeted 115. These are your potential audience here. These are people that are bourbon fans with discretionary income. You make a product with bourbon, sell. If your product's good enough, I'm sure they'll probably buy it. So there you go.
So
Yeah.
when it goes well for you and you
Mhm.
post some pictures, I'm going to be talking to the artist about, hey, how about we get you into this shop next
Oh
year?
yeah.
That'd be awesome. We'd love to have her down there. And we've got a food truck too, and I think we have the world's best food truck, Kanoa Hawaiian food truck, making legitimate Hawaiian food. This isn't someone who's like how I hate how people like bourbon when they can just make money off of it. They're not necessarily fans, and there's plenty of examples of that. But I like people who are passionate about bourbon, and if they happen to make some money doing what their passion project is, I'm good with that. And these people, make some great food. The husband is from Hawaii. The wife is not. She's local, so this is how they end up being together, and they live in this area. But yeah, he makes some Hawaiian food, and then we have one of our syndicate members is married to a woman from Hawaii, and she comes in anytime this truck's in. She's like, "That's the legit Hawaiian food in there." It's really good, man. I'm telling you. Wait till
The last one they sold out, right? Like
yeah,
early.
yeah. And they had a ton of food, and they sold out that whole food truck. And I'm sure it's going to sell out again for this one. And so people with the late tickets might not even get any. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. So yeah. Yeah,
Awesome.
I told them to bring extra. They're like, "Oh, what do you think we should do? Should we be done by 1?" I'm like, "No. First of all, we got one group starting at like 3, so you need to make sure there's food there for them. Try your best. Get more food than you think you need, and
Double up.
Yes. So yeah, we'll see. For some reason, people thought we had the food truck there at the Bourbon Palooza that we just had, and they started showing up to go eat at the Hawaiian food truck. I'm like, it's not here. It's not for this event.
I feel like people like half read your emails. They're like,
Right.
"Oh, food truck event."
There is a large volume of
And they
emails. I'll give
don't.
them
They're
that.
not. They're
Yeah.
not.
Yeah. So that happened twice that I know of, where they came in the shop and be like, "Hey, I'm just popping over here to go get lunch at the food truck."
Where's the damn food truck at?
Yeah, where's the food truck? Where is it?
Maybe next year you have them there.
Maybe we'll see. Yeah, that was a good time too, right, Kathy?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Jim, you didn't do that, did you? Palooza?
No, I was out of town again.
Ridiculous.
You seem to pick the weekends that are prime camping weekends that I'm always gone.
He does that on
Yeah,
purpose.
like-
Actually
Yeah.
gets your schedule.
Yeah.
And he's like,
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It's like 42 weeks out of the year apparently is prime camping weekend. So yeah. I mean, you know the dates for next year. It's already out there, so it's
It's
thrown
the
out
same
there.
weekend. It's Columbus.
It is the same weekend. Yeah.
Yeah,
Columbus Day
that's-
is a big camping weekend.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's a holiday.
well,
You
yeah.
get-
if you're
You get an extra day.
get that day off.
You get that day off, which is not Columbus Day anymore.
No, I don't.
No.
Okay.
My wife does.
Yeah.
Isn't she
Is it-
retiring
is it-
next year though? Won't she be retired next year?
next year. See,
So
we'll be-
every day is. I guess
Wow.
she'll be camping every day because she's
Mom
off.
would be-
Yeah.
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 Go in the home.
we can go camping anytime, so I can go then.
Oh,
There
okay.
it is. I'm in.
He's back in. Okay.
I'm in.
All right. All right. There you go.
I need a bottle of this brandy though that you're going to release. Then put me down for one of those.
Buy a ticket and I'll see you on the list to be able to buy one of those. That's what I'm telling everybody. It's a $5 surcharge then, because we're selling it to people who have the tickets. I now you could take a chance. We might have some left over. I don't even know how much we're getting. I'm hoping we have. I hope we get 180 bottles or so, but it may be 120. So
Where's this one coming from?
Demetrius Kane.
Milton's.
Oh, right. Yep.
You better have enough for everybody that has a ticket.
Well, I only need 115 for that. We've never had a barrel from him less than 115, so
Oh, okay.
we should be good, I would think. But I don't know that we're going to have a bunch extra. But if we do, we do, and then I'll sell it in the shop. But maybe. I like keeping stuff now. I like keeping about 2 cases. So 2 cases.
Hiding shit.
Oh yeah, because then you
Brings
bring it
it
back
out.
later. Bring it back later. Yeah, that's a new
Yeah.
thing. It's our new vintage program. We're going to be rolling out right now.
Program, and it's two.
It's our vintage program. It's at least a year old. Yeah. At least a year out of date or out of stock, I guess is the way to put it. So, yeah. All right. So we'll see. So the festival, you can certainly, if you're interested in this, based on the eloquent job we did of describing it today, very laser focused and no wasted effort in the show, all talking about the event. You can go over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out classes and events. And it's listed there. There's 4 different times. You just pick up your ticket. The ticket's only $5 and get you into the festival and gives you an ability to buy a bottle of Demetrius Kane's brandy. So that we'll have, and we won't have it for long. That much I know. I do know that 100%. It's not going to be around for long, so which would be cool. So there you go. We're going to wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Jim, we're going to start with you. Where can people find you?
I'm on Facebook at Jim Gokin.
Jeff.
I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and the Cigar Dojo, Jeff Andreezy, 2 I's and 2 Z's.
All right, Kathy.
I'm on Instagram at KK Cast Strength.
McNew.
If I were local, I'd be at this event, but you can find me on Instagram at McNewABV.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website. That thing's abvnetwork.com. Check it out. Everything that we do is out there. Previous shows, blogs, so much more. abvnetwork.com. Come by and see me. The ABV Barrel Shop, the place where you can try before you buy, where we've got cool festivals going on and much more. Check us out online to see everything that we have going on, as well as what's in the store over at abvbarrelshop.com. McNew, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I'd like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review. That includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. And if you like what we're doing, we ask that you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/theABVNetwork.
Great job today, gang. For audience, we'll have a brand new show for you very soon, which is tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
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 Bye-bye.
Peace. Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing. The ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you are in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.